Good morning, Atlanta communities, and welcome to Wake Up to Broker Up with Mark, episode number 33. Well, each week, as soon as the camera goes off and the email's prepared and it's sent out, and I start getting feedback on that week's episode, I start trying to figure out what am I going to do next? What's the next episode going to be about? And in general, there's things that happen during the week that prompt me to send something out, or I pick a particular shirt and that becomes the message and the basis of the message that I send out. One of the things that I want to make sure that I'm always conveying to you, because I think it's huge in terms of what you know and your knowledge base, is what really happens and what really goes on that we deal with as brokers. And this week is no exception. And in fact, I'm going to read something to you because I think it will help you understand what goes on in the marketplace that you may or may not be aware of. So one of our realtors received this email from a co-op who submitted an offer on behalf of the buyer. And this happened last month. And this email came in just recently this month. And here's what it said. Perhaps you thought we would not see closing details in FMLS. You literally had your client match our offer, pay a tiny bit more earnest money, even though I said we were willing to pay whatever earnest money they wanted, and you never sent the notice your seller ever saw our offer. You never asked for more earnest money, and our offer said we would pay over whatever offer you had. Obviously, your seller never saw it, as it was impossible for ours not to be better. I get that you cut your commission to make it work, but perhaps you don't understand we were willing to match whatever it was, earnest, commission reduction. I made that clear on numerous occasions. Should I report you to your broker regarding failure to produce the notice signed by your seller? So this agent submitted an offer on behalf of a buyer and then proceeded to think that that offer was superior to any other offer, and then waited in ambush to see what came out in FMLS after the details were published. I'm telling you, not a smart way to run a business, and especially because you're living in the past. The offer wasn't accepted. Our realtor didn't have anything to do with whether or not the seller accepted the offer. The seller accepted the offer on the best terms that the seller wanted. So to that end, I instructed our realtor to send this back in response to that. Thank you for your email. The offer you sent to me was presented to the seller, and the seller chose to accept a different offer with terms the seller deemed more favorable. The seller was involved in all aspects of the offer, and the seller's instructions were followed to the letter. The GAR form notice to reject offer counteroffer was presented to the seller for his signature, and the seller declined to sign. My broker Mark Hall and his assistant broker Kendra Ash have been in the loop since the beginning. If you have additional questions, please reach out to either of them, and then went on to list our contact information. When you go and start talking about what the seller did or didn't do, and use the term the seller instead of us, we, are, they, it changes the way it's presented back to the other side. There's no argument here. They can't argue. The seller rejected the offer. End of story. Hope this insight helps. Enjoy your day. Sorry this ran over a little longer, and sorry my dog, Mr. Fish, got into the frame. Enjoy your day and enjoy your weekend. Take care. Bye-bye.